Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rage went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Both say 19! Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Middle. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Lucky. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? 6-man. Check curl.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check nickel.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Check it out. Recon, 132 fighter. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
5 wide. Check 13.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Open man is Trey Burton. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, alert. Check 24. Back.
First down, a run with Cohen. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
47's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Kill. Regular. Kill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Mark 37. Here we go. Here we go. 47. Defense, let's go. Pick it up. Switch it. Hey.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
47. Switch it. Come on, switch it. We're going to 53. There we go. Kill. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Smith!
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got him.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check pass, middle. 58, right? Tight. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Hey, switch gears. Hey, check 24.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Got you, punk. Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike 37. We're going to 54. Right here. That's trash. Patrick. Under.
Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike. Let's go. Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, hold. You got tight. Right there. Shit. Slam. 58, right over there.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Brown 80! Rip right, rip right. Watch twist, watch twist.
On first down, Cohen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Half 85, half 85. SOS, SOS, SOS. Alert! Check 4, check 4. Check 52. Switch, switch, switch. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
That was shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Check. 56, 56. Check hot route. Hot, hot. The mic. Blue draw Corkers. All day, every day, any day. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On second down, it's Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Come on. Ricky. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Crouch. We're going to 54. 180. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Good. Give me that ball, defense. Like 3.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. That one good for 37 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run them down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I got you. 49.
From the 16, Prescott. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
47. Check, 47. Check pass. Mike's 47. Double dog. Regular. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 47 Mike. Mike 47. I'm coming after you.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Tighten up. Check. Alert. Check. Watch the twist.
This is Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Bang, 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 bang. Check 99. Check 99. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Mike's 47. Middle. Out. Kill. Slam.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 3.
Running with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, pick your game up. Check 45 to Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No gain on this defense. No gain. So we're going to 53. So we're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Middle. Hey, Charlie. 58's the mic. Here we go.
Allen now to throw again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Shift. Be ready. Deuce.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
On 52. 58's Mike. Bound to lose 1. 58's Mike. 58's Mike. 6-6. Pull it high. No. Off.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 58, right there. Blow your jaw. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Out. Watch the eyes. 56. Check. Motion to the backfield. 58's the mic. In your face. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
36. Topper. Check 3. Sponge. Half 10. No.
On 1st down, it's Cohen, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
58.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, watch it. Pass. 58's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Switch! He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Monday.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, this is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Get the ball. Hey, we got 37. We're going to 54. Why ain't? They not switch it. Hey. We go 47. He's coming. He's 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We're going to 52. Gun. Motion. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Alert, alert, alert! Check 37, check 37.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check. Motion.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 47. Watch the screen. Pass. Back. 5 wide.
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
58, come on. Watch the pass.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You ain't got nothing. Alert. Twist. 58, boys. 58.
From midfield, here's Allen. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.